That is some bright lighting. Good morning, you guys. It is actually not morning now. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Kind of have a late start to my day. I went to the grocery store this morning and got some ingredients for dinner tonight. I'm making some like healthy lean beef burritos, so I'll show you guys how to make that. Anyway, I'm now headed to the gym. I'm going to film my workout, so I tried to look presentable. I'm going to film my workout. It is glute day, pure glute day. I'm not doing leg day. Doing glute day, so it's going to have some heavy hip thrusts, a lot of band work, and I'm excited to bring you guys along because I haven't filmed in the gym in a long time. So I'm hoping since it's Saturday, it's less crowded at the campus gym. We'll see. I'm hoping people are out doing fun things on Saturday and not in the gym, but I think the gym is fun. So we're going to go. We're going to go film, and I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, so I thought the easiest way to do this workout was to do a voiceover, so I have to explain each movement as I go along. So here I'm just warming up. I put on a band below my knees, and I'm just doing a very basic glute bridge. So I'm squeezing my glutes at the top, and my feet are about hip distance apart, and sometimes you'll see me adjust just to make sure I'm getting the right angle. So I'm going to do 3 sets of 20 on these, and this is just activating the glutes so we can feel the glutes fire more during the actual workout. I also wanted to show you that you can put the band above your knees. You're just going to feel it slightly differently. You're going to feel it in your glutes either way. I just feel like it's a slightly different movement. And I want to apologize for the audio quality. I don't have my microphone here with me when I'm in London, so I'm just doing this on my MacBook. So I'm hoping the voiceover quality is not terrible. You guys let me know if it is. Okay, so the second warm-up exercise that I usually do is a lateral sidewalk with the band. And the key on these is to get in a squat position, and you want to try to stay as low as you can the whole time. I see a lot of people do this practically standing, and you're not going to feel it in your glutes nearly as much as if you were in a squat position. So you're just going to walk side to side, very straightforward. I like to do 20 one way, 20 the other way, and repeat. And trust me, you will feel it in your glutes. And on this exercise also, I wanted to show you guys that you can move the band lower down, like towards your ankles, and you're still gonna feel it. I think it's a little harder this way. I definitely think it's more resistance. So feel free to do it either way. I like to do it both ways just to switch it up. Okay, so now we're moving on to the actual warm-up. I'm starting off with heavy hip thrusts on the Smith machine, and while I do my warm-up set, I just want to explain to you guys the key to setting up a good hip thrust. I like to use the Smith machine. I think it's a little bit easier. I can go heavier and still not feel like I'm gonna like crush myself when I lower the weight. Another thing that I like to do is use exercise benches and risers so I can customize the height of the bench. A lot of times a conventional bench will just be too high for most females, so using risers and an exercise bench like this, you're just able to customize it to however high or low feels right for you. Another thing I like to do is add a squat pad on the bar, and then I usually double that up with a yoga mat too, just so the bar is not digging into my hips. Because I am not a personal trainer and, you know, my form may not be perfect, I definitely want to link resources down below for you guys so you guys can learn how to set up a hip thrust properly from where I learned. And I usually refer to Brett Contreras because he is the glute guy. He has a PhD in glutes and he's amazing. So if you guys need help on how to perfect your hip thrust, definitely check him out. It'll be linked below. Moving up in weight to my heaviest set that I've done. I started doing hip thrust again, so that will be 80 kilograms. So hopefully I can get to 85 for 2 reps. Yeah, I'm working my way back up to my max, which is in pounds, so I always have to convert it, which is 260. So I have a while to go, but we're burning. Okay, so this next exercise we're doing is a cable pull through, and you can just see me adjusting it here. So the end of it is a little higher. The lower you put it, you're going to get more hamstring action, and when you make it a little more vertical, I guess, horizontal, actually, you get more glute activation. So you basically just want to bend over like you're doing a hip thrust and pull through, firing your glutes. This is a great movement that mainly targets the glutes. You don't get a lot of like quad action or anything, and it kind of mimics the top of a hip thrust. So I love to do these after hip thrusts. They look easy, but you'll feel them after a while. Okay, this next exercise is a goblet squat, and I like to do these elevated because you get a deeper range of motion, and you can either hold a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and ignore the weird faces I'm making, but I love these. You just want to make sure you're, driving out with your knees and keeping that angle on the way up. You don't want your knees to buckle in. Okay, so this next exercise is a elevated back lunge or step up. It kind of depends on how you do them. So the farther you step back, you're going to get into more of a lunge position, and the closer you step down from the bench, it's going to be more of a step up. These are great for working the glute and back of the leg. You can also do these weighted. You can see I lost my balance there. So I'm going to show you how you can do them weighted. I like to hold a kettlebell. You can also hold a plate or a dumbbell, whatever works for you. This is going to make them just a little harder. Okay, then I just supersetted these with a elevated curtsy lunge. Again, doing these elevated just gets you a deeper range of motion, makes them harder. And the foot that is on the bench, you just want to be pushing through your heel. So you're going to work the glute pretty much on both. So I love these. They're really good for working the side of the glute. Okay, so here I am just finishing the workout with some banded glute kickbacks. As you can see, I like to lean against the wall and just get slightly bent over. I feel like I feel it in my glutes more. And right now I have the band below my knees, and I have my foot slightly turned outwards. This is how I feel it the most in my glutes, but there are several ways you can do these actually. You can do them with a straight leg, which I'll show you guys in a minute too. So then I also like to turn to the side and do the lateral version of these. And this is going to be more of an abducting movement. So it's going to target the side of the glute. I'll show you guys on the other side too. Sometimes I hold my butt when I do these just to like feel the muscle firing. It's more of like a mind muscle thing for me. I don't know. That's just what I do. So after I do these, I'm going to show you guys that you can also move the band up above your knees and do the kickbacks with like this. So below the knee to above the knee. I think this way you just get a larger range of motion with a little bit less resistance. So in a way it's easier, but you're also getting a larger range of motion. This is Hayden's side, regular tortillas, regular cheese. For me, I got some sweet potato tortillas. These are gluten-free. Not particularly gluten-free, but I try to be most of the time, so these actually look really good. And then this is my favorite dairy-free cheese. I love it. It just tastes amazing. Doesn't bother my stomach when it's made from coconut oil, I think. Yeah, it's coconut based, made in Greece, so that's cool. Then I just have the beef that I prepped earlier. There's some chicken on the other side of this too. And I'm sauteing some veggies. So here's the finished burritos. Hayden's is already wrapped up. I'm making mine. Got some avocado. So we got ground beef, rice, cheese, sauteed peppers, and then I have a gluten-free tortilla and he's got a regular one, but yeah, and he got us Diet Coke. So yum, that's dinner.